Hi Ian, how are you? Happy birthday to you, and on this occasion I'd like to show you how to make a few Thai dishes from that great wok I sent you, and those ingredients. I'm going to show you how to do stir-fried shrimp with red curry paste. That comes from this book that I also sent you. It's on page 23. The ingredients that you'll need will be just, sugar here and the red curry paste, the fish sauce, some basil leaves that comes in this package here, some oil, just simple oil. I like to use peanut oil. So essentially, and of course the shrimp and some red peppers. So very simply, to prepare, here I have the sugar and the fish sauce mixture in this little bowl, and then here I have the red curry paste in here. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon and of red curry paste and 1 tablespoon of sugar, but I'm using twice as much shrimp. Don't ask me why. So I'm just doubling the recipes. And then from the basil leaves, I have here that already cut up a little bit. And then as far as the red pepper, what I'm doing now is just chopping it up, and that will go in last. So let me just finish that. I didn't send you the red peppers, so you'll just buy from your favorite Thai grocery store. They all have it. So let me just quickly chop that up, and then we are ready to cook. So here we are cooking. Here's the wok. It calls for a 1/4 cup of oil, and you could use the cup, or you could just pour in what you think might be a 1/4 cup. I'm going to turn on the fire up the range, medium heat, just like that. And let's see now. Oh, it says place over low heat, so I'm going to do that. And so, let's see. So the next thing that you need to do is just, then you just put the red curry paste in first, and then I'm gonna break up the red curry paste as such, and okay, so just until you have a nice smooth mixture here. Okay, and just checking the heat. Okay, and so the next thing it says stir for 2 seconds. Obviously I stirred for a little bit more. Then I'm going to add the sugar and the fish sauce recipe. Mix that up and just dump that in. Just make sure you get all that sugar out as well, because the sugar is going to contrast the spiciness. Okay, so then they just say bring to a boil and add the shrimp, and I'm gonna do that. Let me just fire up the heat a little bit more, and once it boils, I got the shrimp here. I buy the shrimp that has already been the vein has already been shelled. So now I'm just going to throw the shrimp in, very easy. Okay, and then this should only take a few minutes. Cook that for a little while. So I want to show you about the sticky rice. Okay, you remember that. So, or otherwise known as sweet rice. All right, and what I simply do is you turn on the light, and then you're gonna put the rice in a pot with water. Okay, it's I don't know what proportion it is, but usually if when I have the water level, it should be like a half an index finger water level above the level of the rice. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm going to wait for that to boil. And then when the rice boils, you put the fire on low and you cover it, and that should be it. Okay, and well, I'm going to take that off for now. And then the only other thing that the recipe calls for after the shrimp has been cooked for 1 or 2 minutes. This goes really, really fast. So when the shrimp, when you see the shrimp turn pink, that's when you know it's ready. So the shrimp is done, and now I'm just going to just throw in the basil and throw in the red pepper. You could use more or less red peppers depending on how spicy you want it. If you don't want it very spicy, just throw in 1 or 2 peppers. And if you want it more spicy, just throw in more peppers. Okay, and just and don't, after you throw in the basil leaves, you don't cook it for much longer, because then the basil leaves will wilt. The rice here is boiling, so I just give it a quick stir. Turn this down to low and cover, and probably just wait a few seconds. So this dish is done. I'll take it off the fire, and let's let me show you what it looks like, and get some of this sauce up here. You know, let's take it from this, and it's going to look good. There it is, Ian. Okay. Happy birthday.